Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome. My name is Danita and today is Magical Monday. So I thought it would be fun to just kind of talk a little bit today, talk about what happens when you go to Disney and something goes wrong. I'm talking about injuries. I'm talking about first aid. I'm talking about that place that you always hope you don't have to go, but I've had to go a lot. So, on my last trip to Disney, I was there with Jess, and poor Jess, we actually hit first aid stations in 3 of the 4 parks. I had never really used first aid stations before. I knew that they were there, but I didn't really know what they involved. I was like, oh, I don't need that, I'm good. I had actually gone around looking to buy things like extra moleskin that I'd forgotten in the parks. The first aid station does it all for you. So the first time that I had to go to the first aid station was at Magic Kingdom, and we went there because I had eaten something that had disagreed with me, and oh my gosh, my stomach was killing me. So we went into the first aid station, and it was such an amazing place. They have comfortable seating to sit around. They had water machines with paper cups that you could get some water for when you're dehydrated. And then you just went up to the desk and you signed in and you told them what you needed, and they gave it to me. They had a couple different options. I think that they had like Pepto-Bismol and Imodium and all those stomach things that you may need in the park. And there's no charge. They gave me, I think, 4 or 5 little single packages. I think they each had 2 pills in them, but little packages. And they went over the instructions with you, you signed for it, and it was done. I mean, it was done. I didn't have to go around and pay for the overpriced drugs that I didn't know if it would even work. I just got to go in, tell them what I needed, and I left with a fix. So the second trip was to Animal Kingdom for the same reason. It was the next day, and as it turns out, my favorite drinks, the ones with the little boba balls in them, they weren't agreeing with my stomach. So I got some more of the same thing that I got the first time. Again, beautiful, clean facility, friendly people. You go in, you sign for it, and it's done. So I'm really, really impressed so far. But we're not done, because this was my trip for needing first aid. So the next day, I was back at Magic Kingdom and had to go back to the first aid station because I hadn't changed my shoes. I have really bad feet. It's part of some of my illness is I have really bad feet, and I will usually carry a spare pair of shoes in my bag that I will change halfway through the day. Well, I didn't, and I ended up with blisters. I was in pain. I ended up having to buy a new pair of shoes in the park because they had to be changed. Well, the new pair of shoes didn't have moleskin already in them, and I had all these blisters. So we went back to the first aid station, and they gave me a pack of moleskin. That's all I asked for on that one, was a pack of moleskin. So I took the moleskin, it was little pre-cut pieces, and I put them on my shoes and made it through the day. Well, the blisters still kept getting worse. So the next day, we were at Epcot. If you're gonna get blisters, you're gonna get them at Epcot. So Jess had gone back to Hollywood Studios because I had been a lazy bum and not gotten up that morning. So I wasn't getting to ride Rise of the Resistance. So I stayed at Epcot while she went over and rode it. And I was just gonna get some food and walk around and do my own thing. The blisters got so bad I couldn't put any pressure on my feet whatsoever. It was horrible. I had been good this day. I had brought my spare shoes. It was horrible. So the Epcot First Aid Center, oh my gosh, this is my favorite one. It is just so big and roomy, and the people were so friendly. They got me moleskin, they got me antiseptic cream, they got me bandages. They talked to me about making sure that I wasn't popping my blisters, because people do that and that's a really bad thing to do. They didn't actually do the first aid. I was able to do it myself, which was good. I didn't want other people. I'm kind of particular. They gave me cleaning wipes. I was able to sit in there, clean up my feet, put all the bandages on, and I ended up making it through almost the whole rest of the night without any kind of problem whatsoever. Funny part is while I was putting all of this on, I have this massive tattoo on my leg that is kind of a mess. It needs fixed and finished, and my skin was all dry, and the guy who had given me the first aid items, he was like, oh, what a cool tattoo. I was like, oh, you know, it's a phoenix dragon, and it actually has real scales from my skin. He goes, oh, we'll take care of that. And he came out with this whole little bit of Aquaphor, the moisturizer packs that are kind of like a petroleum jelly kind of feel. He just came out with a whole bunch of those that I was able to put on my leg, and so even my tattoo was fixed a little bit for the day. At Disney, things just tend to be so expensive. If you go into a gift shop and you have to buy bandages or medications, you're gonna pay more than you did going to Walmart. They're gonna be more expensive. So you wouldn't think that they have these amazing places where you can go and get for free these emergency items that you need. All 4 parks have one. They are listed on the map, and any cast member is gonna send you the right direction if you need to find one. And they have rooms that you can be in if maybe you've had a little bit of a heat issue, or if you have a real injury. They have medical staff, and then they have all these free things for whatever could go wrong at Disney. So I just thought I would take a few minutes and share this experience with you. Maybe it's something you didn't know about. If you did and you've used one of the first aid centers, I'd love to hear about your experience down in the comments. And if not, hopefully now, if you need them, you know it's there. So that's really all I had for today. Until next time, have an absolutely fabulous day. Bye-bye.